Hey YouTube, what's up? 123 ALG Productions here. Um, Usually I make app reviews, though I haven't in a while. But today I'm going to try something a little different. One of my other hobbies, in addition to making apps and stuff like that, is actually just going to yard sales and garage sales um, and trying to find cool stuff and reselling it on eBay. I do a lot of flipping on Craigslist as well, so I'll buy a bicycle, fix it up, maybe customize it, and then sell it on Craigslist. So that's something I like to do, and I have seen a lot of other YouTubers start making videos related to this. So I thought I'd make my own and start making my own and add mine into the mix. So I started like going to garage sales and yard sales just this past summer, and obviously there's more in the spring than the summer. So there's going to be a whole bunch coming out, so I'm going to be pretty excited uh, to find cool stuff and make money on eBay. So this past week I went to a few garage sales, and today I went to a thrift store, which I did not know existed. And surprisingly, the one thrift store in my neighborhood closed down, and that's the only one there was until I found the one that I found today. So there's not many thrift stores, there's no Goodwills, nothing like that except for this one left. So that's my last remaining hope, except garage sales. So anyway, getting down to business. Uh, Let me show you what I found at a few yard sales this past week. I went to one, actually it's just one yard sale. I went to one um, yard sale and it was pretty crappy. Didn't find anything. I use the eBay app on my phone to look stuff up while I'm browsing to see if it's worth anything. So I have to get better at hiding the fact that I'm doing that. But I did look up some like Mario collectibles that she had, like from Burger King, and they were worth some money, but she wanted more than they were asking for on eBay. So I passed on that. And then on my way home, I found a guy who was setting up a garage sale or yard sale, whatever you want to call it, and it was just packed with Star Wars stuff. So I thought I hit the mother lode because these boxes looked like they were from the 70s, and he had just pulled them out of his garage. So I called my dad. This guy was asking like $20 a piece. I looked one up on eBay. It was like said like $270 for this one box. So it was like I called my dad. I said, "Bring the car. I'm gonna buy all this stuff." And while I was waiting for my dad, good thing I looked at all the boxes. Like I said, I'm new at this. I looked at all the boxes, and it said like 2011, 2010, 2012. So obviously these are reproductions, and they were worth what he was asking. But the thing was, the boxes were all faded, so they looked really old. And I knew this guy because my friend's dad had taken us to his house before to look at some Star Wars stuff, and I just happened upon his garage sale at the same guy. But I didn't buy any of that newer, expensive stuff. But I did buy these from 1995. These are 70 millimeter authentic film originals, and there's 4 of them. I paid $30 total, so 2 for 15. And these are really cool. They're from 1995, and they're like these thick plastic casings, and they have a picture of a scene from I think they're all from the original Star Wars: A New Hope. And then they have a little film slide right here, and then they're numbered on the back. So this one's 4857, and it says the complete set of 12. So I only have 4 here, but the complete set of 12 is limited to 9,500. So I hit a bunch more. I could have bought more, but the profit I'm going to make off these is very little. I just thought they were really cool. So I bought each one of these for what, $7.50, and they might make me $15 shipped on eBay. So if I sell the whole lot, maybe that'll do good together. But I'm not going to make a killing. I just thought they were really cool, and they were made the year that I was born. So I shouldn't have bought them because of that, but they are pretty neat. Yeah. And then the same garage sale, I bought this for $5, and he had a whole bunch of Star Wars figurines, newer stuff, but he said he took all the UPCs, which are the barcodes, off all of them. He cut them all off, and he was trying to sell them with the UPCs cut off. And he mailed them into Hasbro, and he got this redemption. And he sold this to me for $5, or he threw it in there, or something like that. I don't know. I ended up paying $35 for all of this, so this must have cost $5. And it's Boba Fett, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. It's from 2011, but it is going for like $30 on eBay because it is you had to mail a whole bunch of barcodes in to get this thing. So I'm going to sell this now. I think I'm going to hold on to the other ones, either keep them forever or sell them when the next movie comes out, because that definitely has to increase this value. But this one I'm going to sell for now, because I will get my $35 back, or most of it, with this. So that was pretty cool. And he had all this stuff, I believe, because I think he worked for Hasbro a while back, and he had a whole collection of stuff. Most of it was newer stuff and not original, or the original stuff he wasn't selling. Anyway, put this in the original box. It even has this box it was shipped in. And sorry if this video is going to be very long. It's my first one on this topic, but hopefully I will get them quicker and more interesting. Hopefully this one's not too boring. Then I went to a thrift store today, and I bought a bunch of stuff. I ended up spending $12.50 total. Some stuff I'll make my money back. Some stuff I'll make good money. Some stuff I'll make a little money, and some, like this thing, I will make no money at all. So this thing I bought for $5. It's just a 3-hole puncher. It's adjustable, but I bought it because it looked really cool, all metal or steel, or I don't know. It looks like steel, but I don't know. It says made in USA, patent pending, and it just looked really old. And it says ENGARCH, which I'm not sure what it means. But these are selling basically for what I paid for them, plus shipping. So I would make my money back minus eBay fees if I sold it on eBay. So I'm going to either keep it for my next yard sale, or try and trade it for something on Craigslist, or maybe make a few bucks for it on Craigslist. But it's pretty cool. Yeah. So what else did I buy at this thrift store? I bought a book about skiing in the west of the United States because I snowboard, and it's pretty cool. Just goes to like all the different ski resorts. So that was worth $1 to me. I'm not going to flip that. I bought these Delta playing cards, complete set of 52, just counted. Maybe sell them on eBay and make $1 or $2. I was just trying to buy as much as I could that I knew I could make a profit on, even if it's very little. So then these I saw, and I know that jars like this sell on eBay, even if they're no matter who they're made by, just because people use these for like crafts and stuff. But I did look these up on my eBay app on my phone, and these are made in France. The company is Le Parfait, and they sell between $10 and $20 on eBay, from what I've seen. So $1 each is a good deal for these. And this is probably the best money maker I'm going to make from the thrift store. But this one does have, they're a little different. They're same sizes. They have different markings. I doubt you can see them. Well, you can see a little bit. This one has a bigger mark. This one has a bigger mark. This one has a smaller mark, but they're both the same basically. But this one does have the original label on it. I'm not sure what that reads. Maybe this was used for some sort of food, and then just the bottle or the jar was made by Le Parfait. No idea, but if you read French, maybe I'll look that up on Google Translate. But these will go on eBay right away. And what else? I'll do this one next. This one is the Handyman's Toolbox. And this was $1. and it comes in the original box, except this side is kind of missing part of the box. It's made in China, but the box is kind of old, or maybe that was made to look like that. I'm not sure if it's new or old, but I had to pick it up because I wasn't sure what it was. It has like no markings on it, but it was really cool, and I think I'd get a few bucks for it on eBay, especially since the toolbox is made of plastic. There's a little ruler measuring tape. You can take this piece out, fits in there, and then it actually has usable tools in here, so I think that's why I bought it. It must have some value, even if it's just as a toolkit and not because of novelty. This is a screwdriver, and then it has different pieces you put into the screwdriver. So you could put in, you could stick a Phillips head in there, and it's actually usable. If I could get it in the right way. There we go. Phillips head. Actually, like, these are usable. And then it's just a point, so I'm not really sure what that would be used for, but it sticks in the screwdriver. It's missing the, or I don't know the two names. It's missing one of the attachments, and then this is just a little mallet. I think this might go in there too. Yeah, it goes in there. So there's a mallet. So it's actually a usable tool, so I thought it must be worth something, even if it's just a few bucks. It has a wrench too. This says Hong Kong on it, but it's metal wrench. So that's why I bought it. It's only $1, so maybe I'll make a few bucks back. And then the last item, gosh, this is 12 minutes already. Next one won't be this long, I promise. I paid $3 for this old tennis racket, and it doesn't have any branding. Unfortunately, it is covered with duct tape for the handle. I'm contemplating whether or not I should take this off, but it does say Somerset Hills Country Club, which I looked it up. It's still a country club in New Jersey, so maybe I'll give them an email or a call and see if they know anything about it. It does have a name here, which at first glance I thought it was like branding of some sort or a model because it was so neat, but I believe that was just the owner of the racket, them writing a name on there. So that is 13 minutes worth of me showing you garage and thrift store finds. Next one won't be so long. Let me know what you think of this kind of video in the comments down below. Thanks guys for watching. Peace.